Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So, gosh, it's a hot day today, and yesterday we had a day out, well, an afternoon out. I went shopping and I got some bargains, so I thought you might like to have a look at them with me. This is my bag for life, koala bears, that I got from the works, because I wasn't intending buying anything, and the bags that I'd brought weren't really big enough to fit my bits in. So yeah, so I got this little bag, and they're only £1, and they're just like a wipe clean. So I thought, right, well, I suppose they are plastic, but they're quite a thick one with a nice interior. And they have a label on, but unfortunately you can't use it as a gift label because it's got that on the back as well. And your straps. So yeah, nice shopping bag. I've had one before that had a Scotty dog on it, but I gifted that to somebody. So now I've got a koala bear one for myself. So let's see what I bought. So yeah, we went to a place called, it's Hornsey Freeport, which is like outlet shopping. I've been there before, and I think I've shown you bits that I've bought there before. And my first bargain that I got was this, and look, it's a craft buddy card. Koala bears again. It was obviously a koala bear day yesterday. And this was in a shop called Poundstretcher, and it was only £3. They only had, I think, the koala bears, and they had some with the two polar bears, the mummy and baby polar bear on. But yeah, but the newer versions, look, because they've got all the DMC codes on the back, so that was a surprise. I did look around, but they did just have like one hanger in between all the craft stuff, all the kids craft actually it was, I think. Yeah, and I just thought, oh, that's Craft Buddy, I recognise that. So for £3 I thought, well, it'd be rude not to get it really, so yeah, I treated myself to a new card. So look at that, the koala bears. It's part of the older set, look, with the different cards on there on the top. And yeah, we've got the gems and the old toolkit in it as well. But so I was quite impressed, because I have had this card at least once before, and it's definitely not had the DMC numbers on it before, so that was a real bonus. Was very pleased with that. So yeah, I'll have a closer look at that in a minute. I might open it and show you it. It'll depend how hot it gets in the room. So yeah, in the UK, it's not quite as hot as the heat wave we had in July, but we are in the 90 degrees again at the moment. So it's just too hot for us. Our houses are made of brick, and they're all insulated to keep heat in. So later on in the day, it just gets so hot, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm walking along into the works, as you do, because you think, well, I'll just go and have a quick look, which is one of my favourite shops here in the UK. I've had quite a few diamond paintings from them. And it just happened to say 50% off. And I thought, well, it'd be rude not to get stuff if there's 50%. It wasn't on everything in the store. It was just on the bits that I liked. So, I got some little wooden well, like embellishments. There's butterflies, and let me just take that sticker off so you can see there properly. There's butterflies and flowers, and all little tiny wooden embellishments, like I suppose they're like plyboard, to be honest. They're not MDF. I'll open one so I can show you it better. They have been laser cut, because you can see the brown edges, the burns where the lasers cut through them. But they're very light, very pretty. I think, what are they, about an inch maybe? And yeah, they were reduced from £2 to £1. And what is there in them? What was that about? 1, 2, 3, there's about 5 in there. So it looks like we've got about 5 of each one. That one's trying to escape. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, 45. I'm just thinking 9 5s is 45. My brain's very slow this morning. So let's just have a quick measure. Yeah, we're about an inch across that way, which is 2.5 centimetres by about an inch. So they're about an inch square. So I thought actually these would make quite nice little cover minders, even if you just colour them in. I know maybe the magnet will show through the back, but I just thought, yeah, I'm sure I can find something to do with those for £1 for 45 little items. I think that's quite sweet. or even if you just, you know, like this has got it's got butterflies on this card in the corners. I mean, you could even bling up one of these. I mean, yeah, you could put your diamonds on, use your magic glue from Craft Buddy or any other sort of glue, and you could stick that on there, look. And that'd look quite pretty, and then that makes it a bit more 3D rather than a flat butterfly. So always thinking, always crafting, always doing bits and pieces. So yeah, that was my first little bargain buy that I saw. And then there was loads of other stuff. All of the canvases, all of the stretched canvases were all half price, and I was really tempted because I have got some acrylic paints, a big set of, oh gosh, which ones are they? My brain's gone. Of an acrylic painting set that's like a £50 value, and I won it in a competition last year, year before, and I've not used them. So I have thought about doing some acrylic pouring, and I did think about getting the canvases while they were cheap, and then I thought, oh no, I won't start anything else at the moment. I've got so many diamond paintings to do. But that is something that I'm considering doing, just having a play really, just to use up the paints, you know, because they're an expensive item if you don't use them. And then I came across these, and it's like a little easel, and it was normally £3.99. It was already reduced to £2, and I got it for £1. £1. I mean, you just can't go wrong, can you? So I'm a sucker for a bargain, goodness me. So this one is 16 centimetres that way, which is about 6.5-ish inches by 12 centimetres, which is about 4 3/4 inches, not quite 5 inches. So I'll take it out and let's have a look. The idea with this was it may fit those little gem paintings. Sorry, paint gem paintings. Yeah, my brain definitely not working today. Tell you what, I don't do good in heat at all. So it's a lovely little easel, look, which they're great, you know, for like if you've got like a photograph or something like that. It's just like a little tripod easel, and you can stand your picture either landscape or portrait. And I just thought, oh, it's a bit wonky. It's not very square. We've definitely got a going up at that side, but never mind. I just thought if I use my paint gem pictures once I've done them, I can maybe pop them on to these. And I was just thinking, I wonder what's... Yeah. So it's just a little bit wider, so I just have to trim it off. Just sort of, what's that, about 2mm that side, or I could put it in the middle because it's not quite as long, although it's going to be very difficult to square this off with it. The canvas actually isn't square, never mind. And I could put a border around it. You know, I've got those little sticky gem tapes that I've got that would add a nice border. So actually what you'd have to do is cut a little bit off each side so that the dog stays in the middle, but I thought that would be quite nice. And then I could have the little picture out on the mantelpiece or out on a work surface somewhere. Yeah, just soon stick onto the canvas. Just use some, I've got some bookbinding glue, I think, which is the best sticking fabrics to fabrics. I've used it when I've used bookbinding glue when I've put like a fabric onto a hessian bag. So yeah, that would probably be the best thing to do because it dries clear and it is very, very strong. It does bind your fabrics together. So yeah, I thought about doing that, but yeah, that's worked quite well. So I may go back and see if they've got any more, or see if they've got the sale online as well, because the works do have an online shop. I've had deliveries in the past, which is a bit fatal really looking, but yeah, I didn't know there was a sale on. I've certainly not had an email or anything to tell me, otherwise I might have been there a bit quicker. There was Christmas stuff starting to come in as well, so maybe that's why they're starting to sell bits off. But yeah, I thought that was for £1. I mean, goodness me, even though it is a bit wonky, what I'll probably do, well, it might straighten up a bit. I might be able to just straighten it a little bit, but it definitely goes up at that side there. It's not very square. If I put a set square on it, it definitely isn't square in the corner. Okay. And then the other things, which I really had to rein myself in and not spend a fortune, are these deep box frames. Look at these. So that one is a 20 by 20 centimetre, which was £6, and this one is a 15 by 15 centimetre, which was £4. I thought these were really good. The ones with the little metal fold up things, but use your tweezers, your cheaper tweezers for them are great. And it has got a hanger there as well, so you can hang them on the wall. But to be fair, because they are quite a thick base, they're a deep one, then they do stand on their own. But I don't know, I think because it's got a glass, yeah, it is glass inside, I think I'd be inclined to, if you were going to just do it freestanding, maybe put something sticky on the bottom just to hold it in place, because if it falls, that glass is going to break. But yeah, I just thought that these were really good. If you're wanting to do the smaller diamond paintings, then you can put them in here. They're actually more, the deep ones are more for if you're doing like your little 3D scenes, or here, look, they've put, you know, embellishments and bits and pieces in, so that it becomes like a keepsake rather than just a picture in there. But I just thought for the price, you know, to get a 20 by 20 frame, which is quite an unusual size, that was quite good. They won't fit in, no, that won't fit in there. But some of those little pictures, I think those little princess pictures that I got, they would fit in there because they were 15 by 15, so you could get a row of those, and you're only paying £2 for the frames. Great. But you could put, that one would fit in there, look, with a little bit of edging, just put a little bit of backing on. So, you know, they would look quite pretty. So you could put, again, more embellishments around the edges. You could put a big flower in the corner or whatever. So, yeah, I was quite happy. I was in there for ages. And so my friend had come to stay for the weekend, and hubby was wheeling round. And then in the end, they ended up just sat outside in the shade and just watching people go by while I was in there for ages and ages. And, well, you've got to, haven't you? You've got to have a good look through everything while you're in there. So that was my doll frames. Let me take my prices off because they weren't what I heard. Oh, that was the right noise. So yeah, £3 and £2. So £5 for 2 frames. I'm always on the lookout for frames. I do like to add, and I just thought they do them in white and black as well, but I just liked the grey colour because a lot of our house is grey at the moment. And to be honest, looking on telly, when you look round other people's houses and they're being filmed, everybody seems to be grey at the moment. It's definitely the in colour, but I suppose it goes with everything, so maybe that's why. So let's have a quick look at this card. Just have a quick look at the gems and see what colours we've got. I have done this one before. I think it went to Australia, actually, the one that I did. Sending koala bears to Australia. It's like sending calls to Newcastle. Okay, so it's your standard craft buddy card. Say £3. I definitely was on a bargain hunt yesterday. With your blank inside and your 2 lovely little koalas. I just like the little ants at the bottom here, look, and the little ladybird. But I like how the ants have got the gems on the back. The ants are going to be diamond painting as well because they're carrying the gems away. Okay, it's just the old basic toolkit, but you do get your 20 bags in there as well, your little grip seal bags, so it's always a real good toolkit craft with them. And then yeah, let's have a look at these gems. Some nice bright sparkly colours. Okay, I have done a little bit of filming as well as to what we were up to yesterday, so there will be a little video at the end. Unfortunately, let's get these out first. There was some copyrighted music being played, so for the shopping bit, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to just put some lift music, bar 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 type music over the top of it. But it just shows you some of the bargains that are there if you want to rush around there and have a look. Not on commission, not affiliated in any way, but as I say, on my channel, I do always like to share bargains if I come across them. And then we went for an ice cream. to a place called Mr. Moo's. We've been before, we've taken Millie there before. The reason we went is because they had one of the puffins, you know, that we've been going around searching for. So yeah, we went to have a look at the puffin really, and thought, well, while we're here, we might as well just have an ice cream. So I'll put those pictures in as well. So we had a nice day yesterday. We had to leave Millie Moo at home though, because it was just too hot. There was a lot of dogs out yesterday, and it's up to anybody else what they do with their dogs. But to me, to have a dog going around looking in shops and then to be sat outside, even though it was at an ice cream parlour, I think it was just too hot. And I think the ground was too hot as well for her. And our living room is nice and north facing and nice and cool, and she had 2 great big bowls of water left with ice cubes in, so she was fine at home. And when we got home, she was fine. It was better than taking her out in all that heat. Right, let's have a look then. So we've got 2 grey colours, which will be koala bears. We've got a nice sunny yellow for the sun and the rainbow. We've got like a stone colour, a pale stone colour. We've got a grey. And then our crystals are the lovely pink. Actually, that is hot pink. I am calling hot pink. We have 2 golds, which is like a deep gold and then more of a lemony gold. And then a pale green. And then we have 2 blues. We have this lovely orangey colour. And we have your violet to go on your rainbow. And then your special drills are, right, okay, we've got 2 different ones. So these are the flowers, which again I've used quite a bit in my card making. So we've got some little pinky flowers and some little like orangey flowers. And what I tend to do with these, because they're actually like sequins really, I tend to stick these on where the flowers go, which will be N and O. So N is there and O is there, so we use 2 of that one and just 1 of that one, and then I stick a gem in the middle. Just use a little blob of either sealer or glue and just put that in the middle of the flower and put a gem on top, because I don't like seeing through the flower really, and it can show like part of the letter underneath, so I always then just stick a matching gem on top of it when I do those. But yeah, great, £3, wonderful, like that. Okay, well, that's just a quick little video this morning. Basically because it is so warm here, and I keep going on about it. It's a British obsession, the weather, basically because we get so many different seasons in one day. You know, you can start off with weather like this, and then you'll suddenly get a storm and you'll maybe get a hailstone. So you can go from wearing a bikini in the morning to wearing your Wellington boots and a Mac in the afternoon. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at these with me. As I say, pop across to the works if you can, if you're in the UK. I'm not sure if they deliver abroad. I know they do have a website. But yeah, I've got some real bargains. It was a lovely day yesterday, and saving money, it always helps. Okay, if you've enjoyed looking at these with me, a thumbs up is always much appreciated. And if you've got any comments or questions, leave them in the comments down below. And of course, if you want to come back and see what I get up to next, then if you press that subscribe button and the all notifications bell that pops up, you'll be notified when any of my videos come up. So thanks ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.
With me. You got me black bag. Good night, Caitlin.